Hello, my name is Susan Spangler, and I am doing a demonstration video on a live response tool called Redline. My original plan was to use Crowd Response, but there was some risk in downloading that, and the same company that offered that product had some suggestions to recommend, and so I chose Redline. Redline is a good tool for forensic investigations because it offers uh, things that an investigator would need. It offers gathering data on running processes and drivers from memory. It file system metadata. It also records registry data, event logs, and network information, and tasks that are running, and your web history. So one feature that can be useful in an investigation that I learned about that this product offers is the time wrinkle feature. It lets you set a time frame to search for results. So this would be good when if you happen to know what time the compromise took place. Um, so that would be a good tool. And you could specify the time and use that as your set the parameters so you would know what was happening during that time frame and do analysis on it. But Redline's pretty simple to use. You just go to the FireEye website, and there's a download option, which I've already downloaded. And then once you've downloaded it, there's a simple installation you go to once you find your download. And it's real simple. You just, if it ever loads, you will just unzip the file and run the installation. It's pretty simple. So it comes like that, compressed file. When it opens up, then you have your Redline. Okay, so I've already installed it, so I won't go through the steps of that. Um, but once it's installed, then you can open it up and you have your software available to you. It comes with several options. You can, which I'm going to show you how to do the create a standard collection. But this create an IOC search collector, that may be a good one for investigators. Um, as you can see, it configures a package which will collect only the data needed to search for indicators of compromise which you specify. And from what I understand, that one just runs on Windows, so it wouldn't be available for a Linux machine. But then you got your comprehensive collector, and it configures a package which we collect all of the data needed by Redline, as well as additional data for indicators of compromised searches. So it's similar to it, but this one here is for Windows, from what I understand. And then you have the options of analyzing data from saved memory file, or you can open up your previous analysis and just do further analysis on it. But it's pretty simple. If you do your create a standard collection, your window opens up. Then you choose your operating system, which will do Windows, and then you do your edit your script. And once you get into your edit script, you have all these options here that you can choose from and have your settings So once you get into your settings, we'll start with the memory. And with the memory, let's see, it comes with some default options, which I believe all look good. And then we will move to the disk. And under your disk settings, we would want to choose the file enumeration and analyze entropy. This includes the directories and the MD5. Then we would want to enumerate the disk as well as the volumes. Click. And then let's see, let's do the strings and include files. Okay, then we get to system. Don't think we need the operating system, but let's do the registries. Event log would be important. And user account and analyze per fetch. I think that looks good. And then let's see the network settings. Let's see. Probably, I think we would choose, of course, the browser history, DNS tables, and the port enumeration. The ARP tables, the routing tables, and that's probably all we'd choose there. It just depends on what you're looking for and what you need, the choices that you would make. Then under other, let's choose the services and task. Let's see. I think we would choose those. And let's go back and select these since it doesn't highlight those, or check those off as well. And then you got, once you get these done, you've got the settings. We've got the ones that I want to run. Here you click OK. And once you do that, it takes you back to the screen that's very self-explanatory. It tells you the steps you need to take. You need a folder that will give you the results, which I'd already created a folder. I'll show you that, but we won't actually be running it because I created this folder for the results to run in. It has to be an empty folder. So, but once you choose it, you would just select and then you would click OK. And once that's done, it's going to create this batch file. You're through in here, so you would go to your File Explorer once again. And you're going to look for a file that says Run Redline Audit. Okay, this is the batch file that you'll run that will analyze your system with all those settings that you put in. It's the script that you created by selecting those settings, and you run that, and it's gonna, once it's done, it takes a little while, then it's gonna create this sessions folder. And you look at your sessions folder, and then for each time you run it, it's gonna be a new session. And then you look under the audits, and there you find your results. And you can click on these reports and it will open it up. For some reason, it opens up in Internet Explorer, which I never use. But there you go. You got your results. And for each one that you run, depending on your settings, once again, this is what you create. So you can look at that. An analyst, investigator, forensic investigator could use these to determine information they need to find on the system.